Now suppose you fall into a pit of fire. Do you just sit there crying about how you got there, or do you get up and climb out? People love to talk about karma like it's some kind of life sentence. Oh, this is just my fate. I must have done something bad in a past life. And so they sit in their suffering like frogs boiling in a pot. But karma is not a prison. It's not a curse. It's not some unseen force punishing you. Karma is movement. It's like a river always flowing. But if you just float along blindly, you'll crash into the rocks. If you grab the oar and steer, you can go anywhere. So don't just sit. They're crying about your bad karma. Grab the oar, change the course. One, you are not your past actions unless you keep repeating them. A thief steals for 20 years. One day he stops. From that moment on, he is no longer a thief. He is just a man. A person lies every day, but today they choose to speak the truth. From this moment on, they are no longer a liar. They are just a person. See how simple it is. Karma is like footprints in the sand. If you keep walking the same way, you'll leave a deep path. But if you turn around and walk in a new direction, the old footprints fade. So, if your past karma is heavy, ask yourself, are you still walking the same road? If yes, don't be surprised that the suffering continues. If no, then don't worry, the past is already dissolving. 2. Burn it to ashes, but with fire, not fear. People are afraid of their karma, like it's a shadow that will never leave them. But even the darkest shadow disappears when the sun rises. And what is the sun? Wisdom. Have you ever seen fire burn old wood? It doesn't matter how twisted or rotten the wood is. Fire consumes it all, leaving only space for something new. Your mind is the same. If you pour wisdom into your life, bad karma cannot survive. But wisdom is not just thinking. Wisdom is action. Wisdom is when you take full responsibility for your life. Wisdom is when you stop blaming your past and start building your future. If you want to change your karma, light the fire of wisdom. Burn the old wood. 3. The trick nobody tells you. Use karma as fuel. Everyone thinks bad karma is a burden. But have you ever thought of using it as fuel? Imagine you've made many mistakes in your life. You have hurt people, told lies, or been selfish. Good, yes, good. Because now you have something powerful, a reason to change. The heaviest karma can become the strongest motivation. The ones who have suffered the most can be the most compassionate. The ones who have been the most lost can become the best guides. So don't just sit there regretting. Use your past mistakes as fuel to grow. A seed must be buried in dirt before it can sprout. The lotus grows in mud, not in clear water. Your suffering is your mud. Don't hate it, use it. 4. Do you want to escape? Build a ladder. If someone throws you into a deep hole, what do? You build a ladder. How? One rung at a time. Generosity. Give freely, not just with money, but with kindness. Truthfulness. Speak with honesty even when it's difficult. Forgiveness. Let go of old grudges. They are the chains that keep you trapped. Patience. Understand that change takes time. Meditation. Train the mind to see clearly. Each of these is a step. And when you climb high enough, karma can't touch you. 5. The ultimate secret. There is no you to suffer. Now listen carefully. What if I told you that the you who did bad things in the past doesn't exist anymore? Look closely. Are you the same person you were 10 years ago? Are you the same person you were last year? Even yesterday? The body changes. The thoughts change. The emotions change. So who are you? If you look deeply, You will see that there is no fixed self, just a process, just movement, just the river flowing. And if there is no permanent self, then who is carrying this karma? Who is suffering? The moment you see this clearly, karma loses its grip on you. You don't need to fight it anymore. You just step outside the whole game. Then you are free. Final words. Your future starts now. A man comes and says, "I have such bad karma. Can I ever be free?" The response is simple. Right now, at this very moment, are you creating good karma or bad karma? He thinks. Then he smiles, because he understands. The past is gone. The future is not here. But this moment, this one is in your hands. So tell me, what will you do with it?